my day ones, here to dance at the beginning.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Ryan Tannehill and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Justin Herbert and the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Offense ready to roll. They come in leading the AFC North. And the one to focus on will be this man, their 7th-year wideout. His performance last week put him over the 1,000-yard threshold for the season. He's really been something.
I would have to agree with that. And there's one word that comes to mind when I think about the season he's had.
Okay.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Week in, week out, he produces, puts up some numbers. Some of them bigger than others. But over 1,000 yards cumulative, that's a heck of a season.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now Tannehill. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 78 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Ravens at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Tannehill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to...
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A gain of 37.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off play action, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
We cut 28.
Out of the gun, Tannehill.
Over the middle, connecting with Kohler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those common drills.
The Ravens ready to take over. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit.
Yeah, this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 1st down, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
45, 45, 45, 45. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And the Ravens taking the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tannehill throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45, 45.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was red.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down and past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. The Ravens offense back out there.
Here we go. 240. Play. Pull it together. Hey, watch that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Tannehill now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Ravens offense now. They get ready to head back on the field.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe that.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that... thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
63 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Second down at 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Tannehill going to throw it. And this is Parker, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Tannehill. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did them? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.